How can I turn a form response directly into a calendar event? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new entry in Typeform. Then we'll be formatting the response using the AI Wizard by Workload before finally creating a detailed event in Google Calendar. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor. We're going to give our workflow a title. This is going to be Typeform to Google Calendar. And we're going to select our trigger by clicking in the trigger box. And our trigger app is going to be Typeform. And the event is going to be new entry. We're going to make sure we're connected to our Typeform account. If you have any issues connecting to the apps we use in this workflow, check out the blog in the description of the video. The specific form that I want this workflow to monitor is my book a meeting form. And we have a new entry. So the way Typeform is set up is there's a lot of information in the response about all the answers and the questions and the format of the entire form. But luckily, everything is outside of an array. So we can just easily directly put these responses into Google Calendar. The only thing we need to do first is that we selected as one of the answers to our form question a date and time for this event, but we need to have an ending time as well. So we're going to use the AI Wizard by Workload to add 30 minutes to this time as the end time for our meeting. For our step 2, we're going to select the AI Wizard by Workload, which is in our popular built-in tools section. The event is going to be prompt your data. The input data is going to be the date that came from my form. And then I'm going to add 30 minutes to this time. And click continue and test the action. So now we have that ending time. So we can click continue. We can add a step. This is going to be in Google Calendar. Any apps that I've used recently are going to show up down here in my recent app section. So I can click on Google Calendar. The event is going to be create detailed event. Make sure I'm connected to my Google account. The title of the event is going to be one of the answers to our question from step 1. For the description, we'll add the name of the person. We didn't have a location as one of the options coming from our Typeform. So I can either leave this blank or I can say all of these meetings that I'm having are going to be held in conference room B. So that'll be the location of all of the events that are being created from this workflow. Now I'm seeing it wants the start time and then the end time also in a particular format. So we're going to have to add a step. AI Wizard by Workload. Prompt your data. The input data will be the original time and the new time. And I will say, convert these times to ISO 8601 format. And we'll test the action. So now we have both of those start time and end time in that new format. Click continue. Come back to our step 4 and down to our action step. And now for the start time, we're going to come to that step 3. Find the start time. And for the end time, come to step 3 and find the end time. So all of these meetings that are being scheduled, we can pick a color for them to show up on our calendar. If you're using different workflows to create different events, the colors can help you visually keep them organized. So these will be banana colored events. For the attendee, we can add the email address that came from our initial trigger. So all of these answers, which were the name, the requested time for the meeting, the email address, and the type of meeting they want to have, these all were based on the questions I designed for Typeform. So whatever workflow you're setting up is going to be dependent on the form that you designed in Typeform. The rest of these fields are optional, whether you want to change the visibility or show yourself as free or busy, but you do need to select which calendar you want to put this event onto. So I'm going to use my test calendar. I'm going to click continue and test the action. And we have a success. So I'll click continue. I can look over at Google Calendar. So we have our event here. It has our title. It has our attendee added, the location that's standardized for all of these meetings, and the name of the person who the meeting is with. So we can come back over to the workload editor. We can check and make sure there's a green dot in each of our nodes. Then we can activate our workflow. And now every time there's a new entry in Typeform, the AI wizard will reformat the data so it can be used to create a detailed event in Google Calendar. That's how you can use Workload to build a workflow that automatically takes a Typeform entry and turns it into a Google Calendar event. Please join the Workload community by commenting on this video with any questions you might have or suggestions for future videos. You should also like this video and click here to subscribe to my channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.